Today I'm going to talk about poems about the Holocaust. This first poem is called, Auschwitz Rose, by Michael R. Birch. There is a rose at Auschwitz, in the briar, a rose like Sharon's, lovely as her name. The world forgot her, and it's not the same. I love her and would not forget desire, but keep her memory exalted flame to justify the thistles and the nettles. On Auschwitz now the reddening sunset settles, they sleep alike diminutive and tall, the innocent, the surgeons. Sleeping all. Red oxides of her blood, bright crimson petals, if accidents of coloration, gall my heart no less. Amid thick weeds and muck there lies a rose man's crackling lightning struck, the only rose I ever longed to pluck. Soon I'll bed there and bid the world good luck. This poem talks about a woman who was killed in the Auschwitz concentration camp. The man who loved her will never forget and wants to be buried next to her. This next poem is called, Epitaph for a Child of Nakba, also by Michael R. Birch. I lived as best I could, and then I died. Be careful where you step, the grave is wide. This poem is saying that no matter how hard they tried, death and violence was more powerful. No matter how careful you are. My next poem is called First They Came for the Jews, by Martin Niemöller. Wow, pretty straightforward name. First they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak for me. This poem obviously means that just because other people are different doesn't mean you shouldn't help them, because in the end if you help no one, then no one will help you. My next poem is called, Do Not Stand by My Grave and Weep, by Mary Elizabeth Fry. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow, I am the diamond glints on snow, I am the sun on ripened grain, I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush, of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry, I am not there, I did not die. Wow! That was very touching, and a little depressing, anyway. My last poem is short and touching, it is called, Survival, by Samuel Menashe. I stand on this stump, to knock on wood, for the good I once misunderstood, cut down, yes but rooted still, what stumps compress, no axe can kill. This poem means that even if you kill us the impact we made on the world will stay, because you can kill our bodies but you can't kill our soul. Now a little about each of the authors. Let's start with Michael R. Birch, he seems interesting. Michael is the editor of Hypertexts and is a relevant online publisher of online Holocaust poetry and other poems about Hiroshima, the Trail of Tears, Darfur, Haiti, and the Nakba. He has also published 2 books. Now let's talk about Martin Niemöller. He was a prominent Protestant pastor who emerged as an outspoken public foe of Adolf Hitler and spent the last 7 years of Nazi rule in concentration camps. Martin was one of the earliest Germans to talk publicly about broader complicity in the Holocaust and guilt for what had happened to the Jews. Now let's talk about Mary Elizabeth Fry. She was an American housewife and florist, best known as the author of the poem Do Not Stand at My Grave and Weep, written in 1932. The poem for which she became famous was originally composed on a brown paper shopping bag, and was reportedly inspired by the story of a young Jewish girl who had been staying with the Fry household and had been unable to visit her dying mother in Germany because of the anti-Semitic unrest. Last but not least, Samuel Menashe. He served in the military during World War II, he was the child of persecuted Ukrainian Jews who emigrated to New York. He was also the winner of the first Neglected Masters Award, given by the Poetry Foundation. Thank you all for listening. I hope you all learned something today. Oh, and a tiny small thanks to Wilson for letting me use his computer and not deleting my file. So, yeah. Thanks. And here are my sources.